Crystal and Amazi. Go.
Yes. Hi. So there's a big problem. There's 70 billion water bottles being drank and consumed in the United States alone every year. I see everybody has one. So it's created a plastic epidemic, and it's horrible for our health, and most people don't realize that bottled water is worse for you than you think. So I created an app called Amazi that helps you find locations to find clean water sources, whether it's at a grocery store, whether they have reverse osmosis, whether it's a spring, whether it's a water fountain. So it's kind of like Yelp for water. And in addition to that, what really is the bonus is that we give you the water quality. And we can show you what's in your water. And not only that, what's in your water, if it's good or bad, we also go do the deep dig and explain it to you, because most people won't drink tap water because they think it's bad for you. Like I said, it's also sometimes way better than the bottled water, and it eradicates plastic. And there's so many places that you can fill up. Thousands and thousands of grocery stores have these locations, but most people don't know it. So this is the app. On top of the water quality, we do local deals, and we also do Track Your Impact, which is a consumer engagement program. We also do refill and redeem. So it also gives the businesses chances to give revenue. That's part of our revenue stream. But it also gives engagement for the consumer to keep using the app, because they're logging in and showing how much they've saved, how many of the bottles they've reduced, and making an impact on the earth, because right now the plastic epidemic is huge and it's only going to get worse. And so again, this is kind of like Yelp for water. And we are a benefit corp and a .co. And Amazi means water in Rwanda. So we are giving a portion of our proceeds to clean water, because if we just eradicated bottled water by just 16%, we could help the 300 million people that die every year from clean water illnesses, or dirty water illnesses, I guess you want to say. This year we've won, thank you to .co as well, which is why I'm standing on this stage. We won Startup Weekend. We've won Most Promising Emerging Company from Think Beyond Plastic. We just presented at Guardian UK in New York City as one of the top 12 tech companies, and I'm being told to wrap it up. So that's Amazi. And
thoughts on?
Yay, ditch
okay,
the plastic,
well
refill happy.
Thoughts on Amazi?
It's a great cause. Have you guys thought about doing a branded water bottle?
Yes, that is, as we scale, we are going to have branded products. We want to do water bars, and when you go to Starbucks and you get your coffee, you get any order of water, you get the lid, the cup, the straw. It's all plastic, and it takes away from the barista's time, and it takes away from Starbucks' time and their bottom line. Why not just have an Amazi filtered system in there that people can just fill up at?
If I'm wandering around a city and I want to find out where there's a water fountain, does this also do that?
Yes, it's fountains, filters, everything water, springs, machines. Most airports, lots of cities are banning bottled water now, so they're retrofitting their fountains. Yeah.
Again, I'm the data guy, so I was really curious about the data. You were doing the gradient on the water quality. How does that, how are you getting that
A lot of it, we sat down with the EPA, so we've got a line in that, and they're doing a lot of work with us, and they're trying to get in and tap into APIs too to put their data out there, because most people, you get it in the mail and you don't read it, and it only comes out. So they're actually trying to do more with water quality. We also do push notifications if there's a water issue in your area, like a boil alert or something like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
How much does it cost for you to test the water in an area?
How much does it cost to test?
To test the water, yeah.
To test water? Actually, we mine the data from all the stuff that's out there. Like I said, like the EPA and the things that are out there, and the companies that have the machines. We get the data from them too.
Are people taking a challenge to not use water bottles for a year or something? I saw Jason Emraz on Twitter, who I get all his tweets because he put an underscore between his name. But Jason Emraz was like carrying a glass bottle with him for a year.
Yeah.
And there's some sort of challenge going on to not use a plastic bottle for a year.
Yeah, we did a lot of market research, and it found out that 80 to 90% of people own those bottles, and whether it's glass or reusable bottles, but the reason they're not filling them is because they don't know where, and or they're worried about tap water.
And did you say Starbucks is going to support a filter, or they don't support a filter?
we want to get into places like that. So when you walk into a restaurant, you're not getting the plastic cups and all of that. You're filling up your own bottles. It's a lot of changing consumer behavior. We know that's tough, but the plastic epidemic is just,
Okay.
insane.
Well done.
All right. Thanks.